So to tell you the truth, I've been eating these veggie chips, which are a lot healthier than regular potato chips. But it got me thinking that what I see a lot with kids is that sometimes it's very difficult to get them to finish vegetables or food that's a little bit more healthier for them. So sometimes I see parents, what they do is that they use sweets. So they'll use maybe cupcakes, or maybe they'll use cakes to try to entice their child to finish their vegetables. Sometimes this doesn't always work because kids don't always have the biggest appetites to begin with. So a lot of kids, especially kids with any type of disability, you really have to get them to sit down and concentrate on eating. But one thing that I found is a lot of kids, for whatever reason, like juice. So they like apple juice or orange juice, or they like chocolate milk, and they like more of the drink side. So if you want to reinforce that way, you can say, okay, first finish your vegetables, then you can have chocolate milk, or first finish your vegetables, then you could have orange juice or apple juice or whatever the drink may be. And if it's really bad, you can split it up. So you can do maybe a couple pieces of broccoli and then say, okay, 2 pieces of broccoli and then 2 drinks of chocolate milk. And you can do it that way and kind of ease into it. Another way is you can use activities if it's, not so severe. You can say, okay, so once you finish your vegetables, then we're going to go outside. Or first you're going to finish your vegetables and then you get this toy. And especially with the drink or the toys, if it's something that you're really trying to teach your child to eat, like vegetables, I wouldn't give it that toy or that drink to them the entire day. And then once they eat their vegetables, then you provide that to them. It's also really, really important to give a lot of reinforcement during. You could even sit with them and, when they're eating their broccoli, be like, okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much for eating your broccoli. It's gonna do so much for you. It's so healthy. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. Keep going. All of these very encouraging terms you should use so that you feel good about it, and you're kind of bonding while you're teaching them how to eat vegetables. And then they're going to associate that with eating healthy things. They'll be like, okay, I get a lot of attention from mommy and daddy, and I get apple juice, and I get chocolate milk, and I get to go outside, and I get to do all of these things. So you can definitely try that. And it takes a little bit of attention and a little bit of effort, because you really need to sit down with them and kind of like guide them through it. But in the long run, it just works so much better. And like I said, cupcakes and cakes and that type of thing isn't always a reinforcer that works. But if you give me the details, if you message me and tell me, some things that your children, like to do, I can definitely tailor it to make it the most effective, because it is different with each person. And it's something that I can kind of tailor it and see what would work best. Another thing that you can do is use media. So you can play a movie for them and then you pause. So what happens is that you have the vegetables out and then you have a movie on, and then you play the movie and you let them watch maybe 15 seconds, and then you pause the movie, and then you say, okay, let's eat 2 pieces of vegetables. First eat 2 pieces of vegetables, and then we can turn the movie back on. Wait for them to eat 2 pieces of vegetable, then turn on the movie. Play their favorite movie, maybe 30 seconds, 15 seconds, a minute. Stop the movie and be like, okay, take 3 pieces of vegetables, and then we can continue the movie. And you kind of just inch your way that way if you want to use media. And that is a really good one too, because kids, it's a very media age. So every kid has their favorite show. Again, with the show, I would, if it's something you really want your child to be able to do, I would maybe for the entire day or a day or two, just don't let them watch that show. Show them other shows, and then save that show particular and special for eating the vegetables. So that's a good one. That's a big one. And I hope that helps. If you need detail, or if you send me details, I can be a little bit more specific depending on what your child likes. I can kind of tailor it for you. So I hope that helps, and I'll make another one very soon.